One of the most difficult things for new Amazon sellers is understanding how to best optimize and create PPC campaigns. So in today's video, what I want to do is give you guys a complete step-by-step tutorial helping you go from beginner to expert when it comes to PPC. Let's get into it. What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Sean Peterson. I'm a full-time 7-figure Amazon seller, and I'm super excited to give you guys a complete PPC masterclass. Like I mentioned, I'm going to help you go from beginner to expert, help you know what is PPC, how to set up PPC campaigns, what does broad, phrase, and exact actually mean, what do product targeting campaigns, and how do I best optimize my PPC campaigns. So this is going to be an in-depth video. And trust me, this is going to be super valuable. So I hope you guys stick around to the very end. And if you learn something, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and let's come over here and let's first break down what does PPC actually mean. So PPC stands for pay-per-click. In a nutshell, Amazon has their own advertising platform inside Amazon where it allows you to market your products. And as soon as somebody clicks on your product, you get charged. So it's pay-per-click advertising. So if we come over here and if I just search folding chairs on Amazon, if I can spell, and I search that, you're going to see at the very top of the page, we have sponsored products. So right here, you see sponsored. If I click on this listing right there, this seller is going to get charged for my click. And so the goal with PPC is to help drive sales. And if people click on this ad and buy it, it's then going to help you organic rank. So PPC is one of the most important subjects when it comes to selling on Amazon, because if you can learn how to market your product properly using PPC, you're going to be able to rank your products to page 1 and continue growing your business from 10,000 a month to 20,000 a month to 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. So PPC is super important to understand. So that is PPC in a nutshell. Now what I want to do is show you exactly how to create your own PPC campaign. So let's come over here and we're going to go into my Seller Central account. From there, you're going to click on the advertising tab and hit Campaign Manager. From there, it's going to direct you to the advertising, the Amazon ads platform. So this is what it looks like, and Amazon continues to update this, and this is kind of their newest platform, which is really awesome, and it's has a ton of new features to it. So if we come over here, you're going to see the big button that says Create Campaign. So it's literally as simple as going to your seller account, going to Amazon advertising, and then you hit Create Campaign, and this is how you're going to set up your first ever PPC campaign. So what you're going to see is there's different campaign types, and today we're going to be focused on sponsored products. So there's other campaigns such as sponsored brands and sponsored display. So sponsored brands allows you to market your product. So if we come over here and up at the very top, see this big picture, that is a sponsored brand ad. And then there's also video ads. And that's again, along with the sponsored, if we come back here, the sponsored brands, and then there's sponsored display. So to unlock these different types of campaigns, you do have to be brand registered. And so down the road, you're going to want to get brand registered. And if you guys are brand registered and you guys are stuck on like, hey, how do I actually go about creating sponsored brands and sponsored display campaigns? I have a complete A to Z course specializing specifically in brand registry. It's down below. It's amzbrandchampions.com. You guys can check it out. But this video, we're going to be focused on sponsored products. And that is the only type of campaigns that I ran for my first 2 years, and I was able to grow it to $1 million. So you do not need sponsored brands and sponsored display, but it does help as you're trying to scale your business to that next level. So from there, you're going to click on sponsored products. You're going to click on that. And there's several different types of campaigns that we can set up inside these sponsored product campaigns. And so I'm just going to show you guys how to set up a simple, it's called an automatic campaign. And this is the first campaign that I'm going to want to set up when I launch one of my products. So I'm just going to call it Chairs Auto. So that's my product. I'm selling folding chairs, and I'm just going to give it a campaign name. I'm going to do the start date. So I'm just going to give it a start date. I'm not going to have an end date. My daily budget, what I like doing is at least like $30 just to get some feedback. And if I want to be extra aggressive, I'll go $50 or $100 just because I want to get as much information back as possible. So I'm going to do a $30 budget. And then from there, the targeting type, I'm just going to do automatic targeting. What automatic targeting actually means is Amazon is going to create a campaign and they're going to target my product to who they think is going to be the best buyer. So this is essentially giving Amazon kind of the freedom to go and market my product to who they think is going to buy my product. So they take keywords from my title, my bullet points, my description, and they'll go market that product to potential buyers. So automatic targeting, you don't have as much control, which I'll show you guys when it comes to manual targeting. You have a lot more control, and both of them are super beneficial. So first, let's set up the automatic targeting. I'm going to do the campaign bidding strategy. This is something that you guys are going to want to kind of understand, kind of depending on what you're trying to accomplish. I rarely ever use a fixed bid. It just doesn't quite make sense to me sometimes, because if there's an opportunity for me to get a click a little bit cheaper, why would I want to pay the premium? And so what I like doing is I like doing dynamic bids down only. So like I was mentioning, PPC stands for pay per click. So you pay per click. And what you're going to do is you're going to set a bid. So let's say my bid per click is $1. If I have a dynamic bids down only, and there's an opportunity for Amazon to show my product to a customer for cheaper than $1, they will show that, and it might be 50 cents. It might be 10 cents. It might be 75 cents. It might be 95 cents. But they will drop my bid down to get that click. The next one is dynamic bids up and down. So it's the same exact thing, but you can go up. So if your bid is at $1 and there's an opportunity for Amazon to show your ad at $1.25, they will show your ad and you will get charged $1.25. So dynamic bids up and down can be useful just to try to get as many impressions as bids and clicks as possible, but you're going to spend a lot more. So I like doing dynamics bids down only, and then fixed bids. Like I mentioned, if I had a $1 bid, it would just be flat $1. $1 doesn't matter if it is up or down. I'm paying $1 per click. So I like doing dynamic bids down only. And if you want to look a little bit more, I mean, if you click on this little icon, choose your bidding strategy, they'll kind of go over exactly what I just broke down. But definitely recommend for your automatic campaign, let's do dynamic bids down only. Then we're going to do an ad group name. I'm just going to leave it as ad group 1. You can give it a different name, but I'm going to click on my product. So we'll say that this is the current product that I want to advertising, these folding chairs. And then just like I was talking about, this default bid. So this is what Amazon is recommending for me to have my bid between 60 cents to $1. I'll leave it at that 75 cents. I might bump it up a little bit. So I might go up like 10 cents just to see, especially on a new product, just to kind of see where I'm at. If I'm not getting clicks or if I'm not getting purchases, you'll have to adjust that higher. Whereas if you're getting too many clicks and you're spending a lot of money on ads, then you'll want to lower that bid. So there's a lot of little different things when it comes to PPC that kind of go hand in hand with each other. So this default bid goes exactly with the bidding strategy. Again, dynamic bids down only. That's why I like doing that, is I try to save as much money as possible. And if there's an opportunity for me to get a click for cheaper, I'm going to do that. So that's the max that I'm going to spend is 85 cents per click. The next thing is there's what's called negative keyword targeting and negative product targeting. We won't talk about that right now, but that is something very important that you guys are going to want to do as you optimize. So from there, I'm just going to hit launch campaign, and it was as easy as that. Just like that, I have a campaign successfully launched, and they're going to go take my listing and they're going to target who they think is the best buyer. So that is the first campaign, automatic sponsored products. And we're going to come back and we're going to set up another campaign. All right, so now let's show you how to set up that second campaign. So we'll come back to the main page. You'll hit create campaign. You'll go to sponsored products on the left. And instead of setting up an automatic campaign, we're going to be setting up what's called a manual keyword campaign. So this is a super powerful campaign. I'll break down everything of how I set them up. There's different things that might seem complicated at first, but I'm going to simplify the entire process. So the campaign main, I'm just going to name it something that's simple and easy for me to remember what the campaign actually is. So the product that I'm selling are chairs, so chair manual keyword. You can name it whatever you want. You can organize it however you want. That's just how I do it internally. It just makes me, it's just a little bit easier for me to know, okay, what is this campaign? Daily budget, we'll say 30. And instead of doing the automatic targeting, we're going to do manual targeting. And the difference between automatic and manual is I get to actually target specific keywords instead of Amazon choosing for me. So this is really powerful because if I know, like, let's say I'm selling this folding chair, let's come over here to Amazon and I search folding chairs. I know that if somebody searches for a folding chair, they want a folding chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my ads targeting that specific keyword. And in hopes right here, this sponsored ad, in hopes somebody searches for it, they see my sponsored ad, they click on it and they buy it. So that is the power of the manual targeting, is you get the ability to pick the keywords that you think is going to perform best. Where if it's an automatic, Amazon has some flexibility and they could target maybe not a folding chair, they could maybe target a camping chair. They could maybe target something that's not as targeted or relevant to your actual product that you're selling. Automatic campaigns are great. Highly recommend setting them up just to get information, which that's why I showed you how to set one up. But now let's get into the fine details of actually creating this manual keyword campaign. So again, we're going to do manual targeting. We're going to do dynamic bids down only. Again, if you're trying to be really aggressive, then you would do dynamic bids up and down. If you're just not getting any clicks and it's difficult, then that's what you're going to want to do. But for the most part, I like doing dynamic bids down only. Then you can give it an ad group name. And then from there, you're going to select on the product. So I'm going to hit add, which that is the product that I'm going to be running this campaign for. And this is where there are two different types of manual targeting campaigns. There's keyword targeting and there's product targeting. So to kind of help you understand the difference. So keyword targeting is when I search for a keyword and there's a sponsored ad. So let's say I click on this listing, and this is an example of product targeting. I click on this listing. Let's say I'm a shopper and I'm interested in this. And as I scroll down, you're going to see that there is products related to this item. And these are all sponsored products. And so what you can do is you can do a sponsored post, because if you know that, hey, this product is very similar to yours, well, why not run a sponsored ad and hopefully target that listing, and a customer will scroll down and they might just see yours and they'll say, oh, this one, I want white ones. I don't necessarily want tan ones. This is perfect. They click on this and then they buy it. And so those are the difference between the two. So one is you're targeting specific keywords. The other, you're targeting specific products. So let's come back to Amazon now that you understand the difference. And I'm going to show you how to best set up both of these and how I go about picking the keywords and then also picking the products that I like to target. So first and foremost, let's show you the keyword targeting. Right here, this is where a lot of people kind of get confused. And so I want to really help you kind of simplify the process, and I don't want you stressed out. So as you can see, there's suggested, there's an enter list, there's an upload file, there's bid, suggested bid, custom bid, default bid, filter by, broad phrase, exact. Okay, what did those actually mean? So first, suggested is these are keywords that Amazon recommends. And a lot of times these are great keywords. Amazon will take your listing, your title, your bullet points, your description, find different keywords that fit that, and they'll recommend these different types of keywords. So a lot of times you can come in here and you could add these different types of keywords. So like flash furniture, that's not really a keyword that I want to target, because that has nothing to do with folding chairs. Now that is the brand name, but again, just for the example, if I was selling this product, I probably wouldn't want to target flash furniture. Okay, so that's one thing that I probably wouldn't add to my campaign. As I scroll down, there might be some other ones, card table black folding. So this is where they are recommending for me to target card table black folding, so a folding table, not necessarily chairs. So that is a little bit more broad. And if you're like, I don't know if I want to target a card table yet, then don't. But these are just suggested keywords that Amazon recommends. The next thing is the enter the list. This is where you can enter in specific keywords and target them. So let's say I want to target folding chair. I can go right there and hit add keyword, and it will come over here to the right, and it just added a broad, phrase, and exact, okay, because I have all of those checked off. Now, what do broad, phrase, and exact actually mean? This is where a lot of people don't quite understand that, and this is something very important to understand. So if I go and I launch, let's say I only did an exact campaign on folding chair, essentially they are only going to target folding chair. Whereas if I did a phrase campaign of folding chair, they're going to target other keywords, not just folding chair. So I have a kind of diagram to help you kind of break this down. If you guys want to screenshot this, this is going to be super valuable to help you understand, okay, what is exact, phrase, and broad. So exact, again, I'm targeting folding chair. If I run an exact campaign, keyword campaign for folding chair, Amazon is only going to show when somebody searches folding chair. If I was targeting the keyword in a phrase campaign, Amazon has the ability to show my product to not just folding chair, but they'll take that phrase and they'll target additional keywords that they think are relevant. So they'll target folding chair. They'll also target keywords like folding chair for outside, folding chair for indoor, folding chair padded. They will take that main phrase, and as you can see, this is these are the definitions. So exactly matches the keyword or sequence of the keywords. Phrase contains the exact phrase or sequence of the keywords. And then broad contains all the keywords in any order and includes plurals, variations, and related keywords. So again, folding chair, they will take chairs folding, it's plural, and they flipped it up. So instead of folding chair, they did chairs, plural, folding. They also will do folding chairs, which is plural as well, where they wouldn't do the plural on an exact. They are only going to target folding chair. Then they'll add different things like this: folding chairs, plural, 10-pack, foldable chair, bedroom chair. They will show what they think, different variations and related keywords. So broad is going to give you more chances for customers to see your product ads. Phrase is a little bit more confined, and then exact is very, very targeted. And there's going to be different campaigns that you're going to want to set up, and it's all about testing. Because if you know that one keyword is working really well, targeting just exactly folding chair, you wouldn't want to put that into a broad campaign, because you want, when somebody searches folding chair, you want your product to show up. So what I like doing is I like testing in broad, and then once I figure out what's converting, then I put it into an exact or phrase. Or you can test using phrase, and then once you figure out what's converting, then you put it into an exact. So let's come back here to Amazon, and right here we can enter the list or go to the suggested. So if I go right here and I just want to do broad, I could do add all. And if I hit add all, they will literally add all of those things. So it says 4 of the 10 keywords don't have suggested bids. And so essentially what that means is there's just not enough history. And so Amazon is saying, hey, like, what do you want? And honestly, on those, I'll probably do it a little bit lower, because if they don't have suggested bid, there's probably not getting as many clicks. So I'm going to hit add keywords. And from there, you're going to see tons, 101 keywords were added. So you could do that, literally what Amazon suggests, you could add all of those and hit launch campaign. Now, that might be a little, I guess, kamikaze. You're just kind of going in and hit add all and hoping that some of those keywords are targeted. You can go through and like I was mentioning, like card playing table, if you just don't think that that fits, get that out of there. Card foldable table, if you're not looking to target foldable tables, then that might be a sign to get that out of there. And you can do that for all of those. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do, is just go what they recommend. I'm going to hit remove all, and I'm going to show you what I like doing, and that is entering in a list. So what I'm going to do to get my list is I'm going to use a tool called Helium 10 Cerebro. If you guys don't have it, I have a discount code down below. It's 50% off for the first month. And this is an absolute must when it comes to product research. I absolutely love it when it comes to optimizing my title and listing, and also my PPC campaign. So I use it for literally everything. So if we come back here to Amazon, I'm going to show you how to find these different keywords using Helium 10 Cerebro. So my keyword, my main product that I'm selling are folding chairs. So I search folding chairs. I'm going to pull up what's called the Helium 10 X-Ray Chrome extension. I'm going to click on this. and this is going to allow me to open up Cerebro with literally a click of a button. So what I like doing is finding my top competitor. So this seller is doing $1 million. I mean, this seller is doing 1.5. So I'll click on this little checkbox right there, and then I'll do run keyword search. And what this is doing is it's literally finding keywords that this particular product is ranking for. And if it's ranking good for these keywords, that means they're generating sales. So essentially what I'm trying to do is find the keywords that are generating $1 million a month in sales. So right here, it pulls up, and you're going to see that there are 3,400 keywords. Now, that's a lot. I don't expect you to go through all 3,400. And so what I like doing is filtering out different keywords. And here is the strategy. And this is what you guys need to really understand. When it comes to selling on Amazon, being on the first page is where the money is made. And what I like doing is setting up and filtering out the organic rank, because I don't want the keywords where they're ranked on page 3, 5, 10. I want the keywords where they're ranked on page 1, because if they're on page 1, that means they're getting sales. So I'm going to do my organic rank is 1 to 20, and this is just 1 to 20 positions. So there's multiple positions on page 1. And if I hit apply, and then I'll do minimum search volume of, let's say, 300. If I hit apply, you're going to see that that keyword number goes from 3,400 to 229. Now that's still a lot, but that really brings that down and knows, okay, these are the keywords that I now need to target. So I'm going to go click on this search volume button, and it's going to sort it from largest to smallest. And so this allows me to see, okay, folding chair, like I mentioned, I mean, that best describes my product. I mean, it's being searched 195,000 times, and they are in organic rank position number 1. So my guess is they are generating the majority of their sales from this keyword. So this would be a very valuable keyword for me to target in my PPC. Same thing with folding chairs. All it is it's plural. That would be something important for me to target in my PPC. So what I like doing is I like taking these keywords, and instead of throwing them into like a broad or a phrase, I already know that these keywords are converting for this seller that's selling a very similar product to mine. I'm going to take these keywords and put them into an exact campaign. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come right here to export. I'm going to copy it to Frankenstein, and I can go through and filter out the different keywords that I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to, like sillas para fiestas. If I didn't speak Spanish, I wouldn't know what sillas means, but that means chairs for parties. That's a cool keyword that I would have not targeted without this tool. And that is being searched. If we come back here to Cerebro, if we go to sillas para siesta, it's being searched 8,400 times. So that is a really good keyword that I want to definitely target in my PPC campaign. So let's come back here, and we'll keep going through. It's Frankenstein. Plastic chairs, outdoor folding chairs. If mine are not for outdoor, I probably don't want to target these. So I'm going to say no, mine are not for outdoor. Plastic chair, indoor folding tables and chairs. Maybe I'm selling a folding table and chair. That would be a great keyword. So you guys kind of get the point. You're going to go through and figure out, okay, what makes sense and what doesn't. Like bedroom chair. Are these chairs for the bedroom? These ones are not. They're meant for parties. So I'm not going to target that specific keyword. Now, you can target those keywords and test it, which I recommend testing. But if you're trying to just find the most targeted and not spend as much and just focus on the main keywords that describe your product perfectly, then you'll go through and kind of filter out these different things. So let's say I'm just going to take, I'll probably take like 30 there. Again, you could take all of them. You could take 10, you could take 5. We'll come back to Amazon. We'll go to where I can enter in the list. And I'm going to enter in the list, and I'm going to do exact. So I'm going to enter in this list of exact, because I know that if people are searching for these products, I know that people are buying products similar to mine. Then I'm going to hit add keywords, and from there, I can go and hit launch campaign. But there's different things that you can do. You can adjust the different bids. And again, they're going to recommend different bids based on how competitive they are. So this one, they recommend $90 to $2.11, $1.16. Now, if my product, let's say, was $5 and the bids were $2 a click, it's going to be very, very difficult to be profitable. Where this product is selling for $80, I'm okay to spend, let's say, $2.11 on this click because folding chair is my main keyword. So I'm okay spending $2 per click just to get my product shown on page 1. Same thing with folding chairs. I'm willing to spend a little bit more. So let's say I want to spend $2. And then I kind of go through and figure out different things. And it's like, okay, well, this one, foldable chair, I like that is a good keyword, but like $2.06 might be a little pricey. So maybe I'll just go and adjust it down. And again, PPC, there's no one size fits all. It's all about going in and testing different things, because once I go in and adjust these in a week, they might be completely different. I might want to increase it. I might want to lower it. There's a lot of different things that you're going to find out as time goes on. So from there, I'm just going to hit launch campaign. And just like that, now I have a campaign targeting all of these different keywords. So that is a manual keyword targeting campaign, how to set that up. Again, you can do the suggested, what Amazon recommends. And again, I recommend setting up multiple campaigns to see, hey, what is working and what is not. Okay, so let's jump back to now the automatic campaign before we dive into the product targeting campaign. This is something that's super important. So we're going to come back to the campaign that I just set up. I'm going to refresh the page, and we're going to talk about the negative targeting that I mentioned briefly like 10 minutes ago. So if we click on this automatic campaign, I'm going to want to make sure that I have negative targeting on the keywords that I just created in my manual exact campaign. The reason being is I don't want my automatic campaign competing with my manual keyword campaign. So I'm going to go right here and hit added negative keywords and do exact, because I have this list. This is the list that I am targeting in my manual campaign, and I want to make sure that my auto campaign is not overlapping. So I'm going to hit save. And just like that, I added those 38 negative keywords. So my auto campaign will not target these keywords. That's a little golden nugget for you guys. So now let's come back and show you guys how to set up the product targeting. So this is a lot of information. I know this is a little bit longer of a video, but like I mentioned, this is a complete masterclass of PPC. I want to give you guys the best strategies, techniques to set you guys up for success. So let's come over here. And again, if you guys learned something, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, share this with a friend. I appreciate your guys' support. So instead of clicking keyword targeting, again, I would create a completely separate campaign like I just showed you guys, and I would change this to manual product targeting. So instead of keyword, I'll do product targeting. And then I'll come down here, select the product, and then instead of keyword targeting, I'll hit product targeting. Again, it's the same exact concept of keyword, but you're actually targeting specific products. So what you can do is they have a suggested, hey, target this category. You can do that. What I like doing is I like targeting individual products because, again, I like to have a little bit more control of what Amazon is showing to my potential customers. They could be showing my folding chairs to somebody that's not interested, where when I choose, I know, okay, these keywords make sense, these products make sense. So I'm going to hit individual products, and this is where you can do the suggested. So they have suggested folding chairs. They have other different things like a jigsaw puzzle, which I'm not sure why. But again, you could go in, right there is another folding chair. You could go in and add what they suggest, or what you can do is enter in a list. And this is where it's really easy, again, with Helium 10. So we'll come back to Helium 10, and I'm going to show you guys how to set this up. So I'm going to go to my main competitor. I'm going to copy their ASIN right there, and I'm going to come to Helium 10, and I'm going to go to what's called Product Research Black Box. From there, I'm going to come to the far right tab that says Product Targeting, and I'm going to enter in my ASIN right there, and I'm going to hit search. And what this is doing is it's finding related products to this ASIN, and what I can do is I can literally copy all of those products and put them into my product targeting campaign. So as you can see, it found 114 related products to this ASIN. So again, this lifetime height adjustable table, that is relatable because, hey, if somebody is buying one of these tables, hey, they might be looking for folding chairs to go with it. And so it might make sense for me to target this specific ASIN inside of my PPC campaigns. And so what you can do is you can either just copy this ASIN. So right there, you can copy that, come over here to your Amazon campaign and hit enter, and you can hit target. And you can do it, it doesn't have a suggested bid. So again, I'll do it at like 55 cents, add target. And just like that, I'm targeting this specific product so that when somebody clicks on this lifetime table, when they scroll down, they see my products as well. So that is the one strategy. You can do it one at a time, or what I recommend, because that is very tedious, we'll come back to Helium 10. You can download as a CSV file and literally just copy all of the ASINs and plug them into your campaign. And just like that, you are targeting the 114 different products. One thing that you can do again is go through and sort out to see, hey, does this actually make sense or does it not make sense? I mean, for the most part, these tables make sense because they're related. These chairs, I mean, if yours are similar to those chairs, it makes sense. So far, all of these products are very related to my product that I'm selling. Maybe not this one. I mean, that is it's a bundle kit. So maybe if I sold a bundle kit, then yes, 100% I'd want to target that. So you guys kind of get the point. These tools make it really easy. Again, 114 products that I can now plug into my product targeting so that when people click on those products and then they scroll down, my product gets showed as a sponsored post. And then if they click on that and they purchase mine, well, that was money well spent. And every single click that you're getting that results in a purchase, that's going to help your organic rank. That's going to help boost your product from, let's say, page 3 to page 2 to then page 1. And once you can get to page 1, that's where money really starts coming in when it comes to Amazon. So PPC is going to help you get there. There's a lot to it. And I hope you guys now have a better understanding of what PPC is, how to create campaigns, the different types of campaigns. We went over automatic. I showed you guys how to set up the negative keyword search inside your automatic campaigns. I showed you how to set up a manual keyword campaign and a manual product targeting campaign. So those are super important campaigns to set up, get them running, and I promise you're going to thank me down the road. And again, if you guys learned something, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. If you guys are interested in learning more about Amazon and need more help, I have a free training. I have a mentorship program that you guys can apply for down below. Just want to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.